So he put himself in a position as a master of mental models, and God said, okay, let's test you. And he failed.
Yeah.
I don't believe that God will ever put you in a position where you get to tell the entire world how masculinity and how rigid mental model and how an iron mind works without ever being tested. Let's analyze this. How do you end up in a position where you get to go through life saying, this is mental fortitude, this is how you should think, this is how you be resilient, and nothing ever happened to you? And you just get to go around talking about resilience, driving around in Ferraris and having a nice, easy life. It just doesn't seem something that would happen. So, of course, you have to go through bad things to understand that mentality, but bad things are always going to happen to people who have that mentality, I'd like to think, because God is going to test and make sure you're genuine about it, which is why Jordan Peterson's fallen off.
Why?
Well, because he was the man at one point. He was really looked up to and respected. And then he got into some difficulties and became a drug addict. But it's very difficult to talk about mental fortitude and teach people how to think, which is primarily his job, I guess, as a psychologist, psychotherapist. But to sit and tell people how to think and how they should look at the world and what mental model they should adopt and then become a drug addict because you get stressed about your wife having cancer, she didn't even die. It's just hypocritical. And then your brand collapses. So he put himself in a position as a master of mental models, and God said, okay, let's test you. And he failed. And then I was in a position of master of mental models, and God tested me, and I passed. So I don't lie to God because I promise God that the things I say, I mean. And I really don't think I've even been through anything that difficult. I think the things that have happened, yeah, I went to jail. Yeah, I was locked in my house for 3 years.